So the greedy model where we are trying to answer optimal merge pattern. As we just now spoken in the first part of the optimal merge pattern, imagine if you have some 5 files. Let us say file x1 is containing something like 40 records. This is the file name. And x2 containing some 30 records. x3 containing some 50 records. x4 containing some 45 records, and file x5 containing 55 records. So when you merge all these files, the total number of records in that file will be 220 records. But the question is how best we can merge them. How best we can merge them. So the strategy here is to pick up first two elements, two files which have the least number of records. So if I say the files x1 and x2 are having the least number of records, so first I merge x1 and x2. So thereby I create a tree containing first with one external node x1 and other one x2. It is containing 30 records. So I create one file, a new file called Z1 containing this 40 and this 30. So 40 plus 30, it is containing 70 records. Now these two have been merged. So now the files what I have are containing 50, 45, 55 and this 70. So out of these four, I need to consider only x3 and x4 because this is 45 and this is 50. This is the lowest. Now this is the second lowest. So I merge those two files again. So I write this x3 containing 50 and x4 containing 45 records. So I merge these two, and the new file name I call it as Z2, and it contains this 50 and 45, so it contains 95 records. Now these two have also been answered. Now I have three files. The one containing x5, the file containing Z1, the file Z1 containing 70 records, file Z2 containing 95 records. So now the lowest two are this 55 and this 70. What I do is now merge x5 and Z1. So I create another tree, call it as Z3, and for which one is Z1 as one file and x5 as another file. So 55 records as stated here. Now if I add these two, it comes to this 125 records. Now this is also processed. Now there are only two files, what is called the file Z2 and the file Z3. Now these are only the two files now under consideration, so I merge those two files. So I call it as Z4. So as stated, so this 125 and this 95. So 125 plus 95, it becomes to 220 records. So as stated, the number of records in the final merged file X will be 220. So but the number of merges if you have done, so the total merges whatever you have done, it will be this 70 and that 125 and this 95 and that 220. So these are all the total number of merges you have done. So this is how you will be answering the problem. So say 70, 125, this 95 and 220. When you add up, it comes to 8, 2, 10. So the total number of merges have become 510. And when you look at the merge pattern, first x1, x2 are merged, giving rise to z1, and next after these two are merged, then you got the other one z2, which is merging of x3 and x4. x3 and x4 are merged, so this is my z2, and then the other one is merged. This is x5 is written and this is merged with z1. So first this is merged and this x5 is merged and this, and finally these two are merged. So these two are merged and this is merged, and when z1 and this x5 is merged, you got what is called z3, and when z3 and z4 are merged, you got z4. So this is the best merge pattern to be adopted to save time for merging so many files. Thank you.